Tony, Big Soprano, was a big mentally ill man, but should he have realised that his former piece on this side, should he have realised that Gloria also was not mentally stable, and is he responsible for her death when he pretty much just blacklists her and wipes his hands clean of her, and then she ends up committing the big self-delete? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, and we're asking the question here. Normally, when Tony's responsible for killing someone, he normally does it with a gun, or he sends someone else to do it. But is he partly responsible for Gloria deciding that she wanted to check out? She wanted to go on flight 666 straight to hell and never be seen again. Hell. Aye, well, I mean,
what happens when you do it?
That's what I'm pretty sure that's what God said. Like,
that's what the big man said, I guess. It must
big man makes the rules, so aye.
But, I mean, is Tony responsible for this? I mean, to answer it, no, I don't think he's responsible. I mean, so what? I mean, so if every piece on the side or member of his crew hung himself, is he responsible for that? You're responsible for your own destiny, man. He told her fucking no. I'm not being with you anymore, that was it. I'm not blaming Tony for this. He's a bastard in a lot of fields, but not this field.
Out of curiosity, why doesn't the guy just man up? And why does he care what people think of him in his personal life? And if he did get a divorce from Carmela, he clearly doesn't like her, clearly can't stand her, clearly hates being in his family. And I get it, he wants to be the proud Italian man, he doesn't want to bring shame in the divorce or whatnot, but you're actually wondering, like, I mean, for maybe Tony and Carmela, would they not both be happier if they just did split?
Maybe they would be. Maybe they could be.
Well, I think
don't know, could have happened.
Tony
2.5 seasons ago.
Tony would be happy, probably Carmela. I don't know if she could deal with the fact that
she'd have no money.
And she'd need to actually earn money herself because she has never really lifted a finger to earn it. She's not even like your typical stay-at-home mum because they have housemaids in the Soprano household.
Right.
So it's not even like she's responsible for cleaning the house.
And the kids are getting older in season 4.
Yeah, so what is Carmela's job apart from to annoy the absolute piss out of us?
I was going to say moan.
Tony!
Tony, right, I'm going with
Anyway, I think Gloria would have made a better partner for Tony. I think Tony would have been happier with
anyone with that aim with a meatloaf's pretty good. When he cracked off the back of her door.
Yeah, that was she cracked him. Yeah, that was a pretty good shot. But anybody that Tony seems to romantically get involved with in this show, he has more feelings for than his wife.
Yep. Absolutely. His wife's a boring bitch who should just leave him by the end. No, honestly, like, well, don't want to go into spoilers, but yeah, stay tuned for that, folks, and you should stay tuned for that. But I'm going to go, no, he wasn't responsible, because you know what? It's not like he made her life a living hell. He dated her, he dumped her. I mean, pretty much putting Tony responsible for this would be like blaming everyone who's ever dumped someone and the other person's killed themselves. So it's a no, and I can't believe 70% is went for Tony.
Yeah, I know there's a term that goes around, gaslighting or some shit like that. I mean, I'm personally not for that stuff. I think if you kill yourself, if you want to take your own life, then you need to hold yourself accountable.
Yeah, this is Tony Soprano, the mob boss. This ain't the guy, who is lives the bum life, so to speak. I mean, how weak would it be if he kept this relationship going just to prevent this girl from self-harm?
Yeah, I think if we're getting to the point where you can be blamed for someone self-deleting themselves just for leaving a relationship, then, that's a tricky point. I don't think we want to get to that place.
You're going with no?
I am going with no.
Let's see what James Toner goes with, though. The guy likes his long comments, but this one's quite short. He said, yes, Tony should have been there for her, or he could have checked her into a mental institution. A woman like Gloria clearly needs help. She's vulnerable. She feels like if Tony can't have her, then no man can. I get the impression, or it's implied, that Gloria did this in previous relationships with men. Well, come on, James Toner. Tony check her into a mental institution?
I mean, is that not up to the psychiatrist? Why didn't she check her into a mental?
Exactly.
Now you could that has to be confidential. She can't share she can't share private information or whatnot. But I don't think Tony's supposed to know. What's the difference between this? This woman could be batshit crazy, but I mean, that doesn't mean you're going to kill yourself.
Tony's got the money to pay for mental institutions, right? Because he pretty much pays for his own, doesn't he? But at the end of the day, why the fuck would he fork out his own money for this woman? I'm not saying he didn't care about her, because I think his reaction to her death suggests he obviously
Could Tony have done more to help her? Then I think that's a different question. But is he responsible for her death? I'm going to say, nah, I don't see how you can say that.
No, he's not.
Could he have done more to help her, maybe, but not responsible for her death.
Come on, man. It would have been like blaming him for Artie's death, potentially, where he took those drugs and thankfully he got his stomach pumped and he was alright.
I mean, if you end your own life, then there's only one person responsible for that, and that is you, so...
You've always got a choice, as Jack Steller once said. Grussler says she was already crazy. What could he have done? Exactly. He couldn't have done...
Stay away. Stay at home with his fucking wife.
Yep.
Not sleep around with every pair of walking tits.
Keno! Haven't seen him in a while.
And he says no.
No.
And I agree with Keno.
What's Keno been?
Short and sweet.
Mayans MC alumni.
Mine's
Legend.
MC legend,
Goat.
Hall of Famer.
Alright, in the chat. Remember those chats at 7 a.m. UK time?
Don't worry, they'll be coming back. We've got Tracker out.
We've got The Ones Who Live coming soon.
Shogun coming out, apparently. Game of Thrones level. We've got loads of good stuff coming out.
Loads of good stuff.
Don't expect anybody to watch it, but we have got stuff coming out. So
yeah.
Yeah, you go, guys. Loads of stuff coming to the channel. I'm going to say no, Tony's not responsible for her death. Could he have done more? That's a totally different question, and I think the answer to that would possibly be yes. But at the end of the day, I mean, this woman, when she gets into this fling with Tony, she knows what she's getting involved in. She knows that Tony's got a wife. She knows that Tony is not going to... I think you're so gullible if you get into this relationship with Tony and then you're surprised later down the line when he calls it off and wants nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
What do you think he's going to do, and fight you around to his house and be like, here, Carmela, I've been seeing this woman for 6 months. She's going to move in. Come round every Sunday for Christmas, Sunday dinner.
No, but you look at, like Christopher. Like, Christopher's got serious issues. Does Tony even show, like, a tenth of interest compared to, like, Gloria, for example?
You could argue a lot of the people in Tony's camp have got issues, so therefore anyone that dies around Tony, I mean, could Tony be responsible? Potentially.
Potentially, guys. But that's where we're going to leave this one. Be back very soon. Soprano Reviews out on the channel. 2 every weekend. Till then, though. Peace.